TJ Bayer in center field. First pitch across for a strike. And the first 4 pitches from Matt Tabbitt all in the strike zone. That is a good sign for Tabbitt. Pitched to a 150 ERA against the Bees last summer. That is cranked foul down the left field side. And Tabbitt way ahead, 0-2 on James Fagnant, the second baseman for the Bees. You have to like what you're seeing here from Tabbitt. Just putting it over the plate, making the Bees hitters have to swing, and Fagnant doing more of the same, plays it back foul behind the plate. 0-2 on James Fagnant. His brother Christian Fagnant playing single-A baseball in the Washington Nationals organization in Fredericksburg. The 0-2 to the left-handed hitting second baseman again hit foul on the third base side, and Tabbitt working way ahead. No balls and 2 strikes. '26 at Amherst. Tabbitt made 20 appearances with the Mammoths. Pitched to a .534 ERA over 32 innings pitched. Righty on lefty matchup here against James Fagnant. First 2 hitters in the order, left-handed hitters. A swing and a foul tip. Just getting a piece of it is James Fagnant. It'll keep him alive in the batter's box. Count, no balls and 2 strikes on the Yukon Avery Point product. Out of East Granby, Connecticut, 5'9", 185 pounds. Tabbitt, 5'11", 205. 5-pitch mix, fastball, sinker ball, kick change, curveball, and cutter. Again, off the end of the bat. Into the seats down the left field side, and Fagnant battling at the plate. He is way behind, 0-2. Tabbitt has been a strike thrower. Each of his pitches have been around the strike zone, and Fagnant in protection mode. Set up outside is the Norwich backstop. A bouncing ball up the first base side. Hit softly. Flip to Tabbitt covering the first base bag. Good play there from Matt Park. Over to his pitcher, Matt Tabbitt. 2 up, 2 down. Tabbitt had a battle for that out, but he's got 2 down. Here's Kason Robinson. So Kason Robinson will bat. Fans at Griswold Dental, you are more than a patient. You're a part of the Griswold Dental family. Find out more at griswolddental.net. First right-handed hitter in the order is Kason Robinson. And a nice day at the plate yesterday. Futures League Player of the Night, and it's a 2-0 count. First 2 pitches that have missed from Tabbitt, the right-hander, lining up on that third base side. Norwich outfield, Jackson Powers in left field, TJ Bayer out of Marist University in center field. Fastball in for a strike down the outside corner. Tabbitt living down in the zone. Caden Williamson, leadoff man in right field. Pitcher, catcher, battery. Tabbitt to Paul Calandrelli. Frames the outside pitch on the corner, and the count is even. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Kason Robinson. Robinson out of Stonehill University. Teammates there with Sean Connolly, Sea Unicorns right-hander. Bouncing ball, chopped foul. Third base side, C.J. Nolan will pick it up in foul ground. Robinson out of East Hartford, Connecticut. Attended Avon Old Farms High School. Top premier prep school in Connecticut. Into the All-NEPSAC and All-First Founders League team has worked the count full 3-2. It dipped outside the changeup from Tabbitt. It's a kick change from Tabbitt that he offers to the mound. Faced the Bees 3 different times last season, 2 of those in the regular season, once in the championship round. A foul off the end of the bat will keep the at-bat alive with Kason Robinson. Tabbitt retired the first 2 in order, a ground out to short, and a little dribbler to the first baseman, Matt Park, that he flipped to the pitcher, Tabbitt. The 3-2 home is outside, ball 4. And aboard with a couple of outs is Kason Robinson. Good approach at the plate from Robinson to continue to work that count. And here's George Slauson out of St. Anselm. Dangerous hitter at the plate. Saw what he could do last summer here in the Futures League. Hit a home run. And that wild pitch gets away from Calandrelli, and it'll allow Robinson to advance into scoring position. Slauson, rising junior out of Plymouth, Massachusetts. Slauson yesterday was 2 for 2 with an RBI. He's taking a bottom shelf delivery on the inside corner, and that'll move the count to a ball and a strike. Runner in scoring position is Robinson. The 1-1 home just breaks down and in. Ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike on the power hitting designated hitter George Slauson, who's at the plate. He's taking first strike 2. It'll even the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Slauson heading to UConn, transfer to St. Anselm. An exciting adventure in his career development. Lifted in the air, center field. TJ Bayer has a play underneath. It'll make the catch, and the inning is over. Matt Tabbitt works around a 2-out walk in a wild pitch. We are headed to the second inning here at the Beehive. Scoreless between the Sea Unicorns and Bees.
Shout out to Bacchus Hospital for partnering with Griswold Middle School to give 8th grade students an unforgettable hands-on experience through Dare to Care. Students explored the critical care unit, emergency department, Lifestar helicopter, and American ambulance while taking part in interactive safety activities like impairment goggles and Stop the Bleed training. These real-world lessons are helping empower our youth to make safe, healthy decisions and learn valuable life-saving skills. From all of us at Griswold Pride, thank you to the doctors, nurses, first responders, and staff who made this incredible day possible. Together, we're building a safer and stronger community.
Jewett City Savings Bank gives you 2 ways to pay for purchases, while also keeping your accounts and your money secure. Use our contactless debit card or add the card to the mobile wallet on your phone. Both give you a fast, safe, and easy way to check out. To learn more, stop by one of our offices in Eastern Connecticut or visit jcsbank.com. Jewett City Savings Bank, member FDIC.
Ready to go here in the top of the second inning. No score between the Sea Unicorns and New Britain Bees. Both sides scoreless in the first inning. Good stuff from Matt Tabbitt, strike thrower. Began 3 of the first 4 batters he faced with first pitch strikes, and that's so important to his success here in the Futures League this summer. Back for his second tour of duty. Lunch back out there on the hill for the Bees. Second inning of work for him. The Unicorns will lead the inning off with TJ Bayer out of Marist University in the MAC. He's patrolling center field. Norwich and New Britain, rematch from last season's Futures League Championship, which Norwich won in 3 games after dropping the opener of that best-of-3 series, 1-0 here at New Britain Stadium. The delivery home, cranked foul, look out down the first base side. Bayer using a sky blue bat. White batting gloves in the righty batter's box for the Sea Unicorns. Bayer, rising sophomore, 5'10", 180 pounds, out of Easton, Connecticut. From the full windup, right-hander to the plate. One delivery on the outside corner. He's way ahead of Bayer. No balls and 2 strikes. Bayer at Marist as a freshman at 348. It's a little dribbler. Fizzling on the first base side. Rodriguez Rosa will step on the first base bag. And the leadoff man is retired for Norwich in the top of the second inning. It'll bring up the designated hitter, Henry Ayers. Ayers out of Middlebury College was a NESCAC Player of the Year. Hit 500 in his freshman year. Wells Caldwell, New Jersey native, nearly 500, 475. Impressive stuff from the left-handed hitting designated hitter. Also will catch this summer is looking outside on the off-speed pitch. And the count is 2-0. Hitters count on the Middlebury product, one of the many New England Small College Athletic Conference players on this roster, designed by Kevin Murphy, pitching coach, recruiting coordinator at Amherst College, 5th season with the Sea Unicorns. Fastball was in there on the outside corner on Henry Ayers. 2 balls, 1 strike, still a hitter's count. Right-hander ready to work, kicks and deals home. Speed pitch cranked foul into the bleachers, and it'll go rolling out onto the lawn down the third base side. Shaded in is the third baseman, Kuja, playing back at first base, Rodriguez Rosa. And called strike 3. Down looking is Ayers, battling back in the count. His Wunsch was behind 2-0. Battles back to strike out Ayers. 2 up, 2 down for Norwich here in the top of the second inning. Charlene's Diner. Before you come to the ballpark, stop by Charlene's Diner, Main Street, Jewett City, for a delicious breakfast or lunch. Order what you want, eat what you want, only at Charlene's Diner, Main Street in Jewett City. Sounds like a great spot. Right before you head out to Dodd Stadium all season long, they got you covered. 0-1 home. That is inside. It was in on the hands. It'll level the count. 1 ball, 1 strike on Carter Grant at second base, Fairfield product. Norwich every summer can expect some Fairfield Stags on the roster. Slow roller to second base, collected by Fagnet, will toss to first, and that'll do it. Norwich retired in order here by Wunsch in the second inning. Headed to the home half of the second when we come back. Still looking for the game's first run on the Futures League Baseball Network. And listening live on YouTube on SNSN Sports.
Better it burns. Much better. So much better it burns. The right insurance at the right price. You buy better it burns. You buy better it burns. You buy better.
We've been telling you for years you buy better at Burns, but you need to know just how much better the Burns Agency's gotten. Last year, we joined forces with Hub International to bring our current and future customers an even stronger product offering, exceptional service practices, and the most competitive insurance options available. Our integration with Hub makes the team at the Burns Agency that you know and trust stronger, more accessible, and positioned to better serve you in this ever-changing insurance landscape. Call, email, or visit us today in all the same easy ways. The Burns Agency, now a division of Hub International, proudly serving Eastern Connecticut since 1932.
You buy better. So much better it burns. The right insurance at the right price. You buy better it burns. You buy better it burns. You buy better.
Fifth man up in the lineup, Rafael Rodriguez Rosa will lead it off for the Bees. He takes outside. Fastball missing. It's a ball and no strike on Rodriguez Rosa. Third base side of the mound from Tabbitt. Delivery downstairs. He's behind 2-0. Well, he was a strike thrower in that first inning. Made him very successful. Now forced to battle here, 2-0 on Rodriguez Rosa. Right-handed hitting first baseman. The pitch home. Down and away for ball 3. And the first three have missed. Tabit appeals to the first base umpire, Eric Goldstein. Umpiring crew here today. Home plate umpire Henry DiGirolamo is calling the balls and strikes. Eric Goldstein at first base with Alan Labardney over at third base. And it's a 4-pitch walk to Rodriguez Rosa to open things up. Second walk issued by Tabit here in his second inning of work. It'll bring up Robbie Lamont, left fielder today for the Bees. Delivery home, that's in there. First pitch strike from Tabit. Tabit last pitched on May 10th. That was against Tufts. In a 16-8 loss against the Jumbos. Allowed 3 earned runs and 2/3 of an innings pitched. Pitched twice on that day. Went 4 2/3 innings in that prior outing against Trinity College. Roller on the ground to third base. Nolan over to second for one. Relay to first, not in time. It will take care of the lead runner, Rodriguez Rosa, on that fielder's choice ground out. 5-4 on that fielder's choice. And the Unicorns have a man retired here in the home half of the second inning. Here's the third baseman, Ben Kuja. Unicorns were 2-2 in the 4 starts from Tabit last summer. Bouncing ball, foul, dribbling on that third base side. Kuja, the man at the plate for Matt Gedman's squad. Yeti over in that third base where that coach's box would be. It's not printed on the field. The pitch home, backed up. The left-handed hitting third baseman Kuja. Runner aboard is Robbie Lamont. Reached on a fielder's choice ground out. The pitch home, swing and a miss. Maybe getting a piece of it was Kuja. And a pitcher's count, a ball and 2 strikes. Certainly plenty in the arsenal for Matt Tabit. Sinker 82-84, 4-seam fastball 85-88. Kick change 75-78, a spike curveball. And a cutter, certainly plenty to choose from. Options here. The 1-2 runner is going. It's lifted in the air to right field. This might be a double play opportunity. Racing in, making the catch out there. Williamson throw to his Quinnipiac Bobcat teammate Matt Park will take care of the double play. Going on the pitch was the base runner Robbie Lamont, and he is a dead duck over at first base. 9-3 on the double play, and Tabit has worked a couple of scoreless innings. The third is next on the Futures League Baseball Network and listening live on YouTube on SNSN Sports. Unicorn fans, ready to rep your Norwich Sea Unicorns? Dive into the point-of-sale team store. From hats and jerseys to gear that covers every base, show your Sea Unicorn spirit and style. From ballpark essentials to unique souvenirs, there's something for every fan in the pod. Stop by during any home game or shop anytime at seaunicorns.milbstore.com. That's seaunicorns.milbstore.com. The point-of-sale team store has you covered all season long. Michael Fiataroni will lead it off for Norwich. Bryant Products, second summer back with the Sea Unicorns. Left-handed hitting shortstop takes on the outside corner. Strike one from Robbie Wunsch. Right-hander out of UMass Boston. cranks away the delivery. Foul. Wunsch, right-hander on the mound, 5'9", 180 pounds, rising sophomore out of South Windsor, Connecticut. Full wind up for him. He's way ahead of Fiataroni, the 0-2, taken upstairs for ball one. In his rookie campaign at UMass with the Beacons, 4.35 ERA, 2-3 for Wunsch. Made 9 starts, 10 appearances for him, logged 49 and 2/3 innings of work. Fiataroni is the count even, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Righty on lefty matchup here to start things out in the Norwich third. This is lifted in the air. It's over the head of the second baseman, Fagnan. It'll fall into right field. And the Sea Unicorns have the leadoff man on for the second time here this morning. Leadoff base knock for Mike Fiataroni. And ask for any better of a start to the summer. Here's the URI product, Paul Calandrelli. Right-handed hitting catcher is Calandrelli. Out of Madison, Connecticut, rising sophomore at URI. And he takes upstairs ball one. Good work from Fiataroni battling back after Wunsch got ahead of him. A couple of strikes. Rodriguez Rosa holding on Fiataroni. He's got good speed over there at first base. Unicorns base runner. The pitch off the end of the bat, lifted into right field. It is playable out there for Jason Robinson. Will make the catch on it. Retreating back to the first base bag is Fiataroni. And a man retired for Norwich here in the top of the third inning. Bottom of the order, Jackson Powers rounds out the lineup card for Zach Gitcher. Out in left field. Gitcher was the interim acting manager for Norwich at the beginning of last summer. Kyle Dombrowski still coaching at Holy Cross. They were wrapping up their playoff run in the Patriot League. The pitch outside from Wunsch. That's a ball and no strikes on Jackson Powers out of the University of St. Joseph. Has entered the transfer portal. His options available. A check in on the base runner. Fiataroni will dart back in there safely. Fiataroni last summer in the Futures League. Didn't have any stolen bases. Looking for one here. He will dive in there head first safely. Good work there from Fiataroni to get a good jump. He'll work himself into scoring position. Count 2-0 on Jackson Powers. Fiataroni had 10 steals at Bryant as a freshman. He's in scoring position. Unicorns trying to open the scoring here in their season opener. Backed up inside is Powers. He's out there in left field. Powers out of Woburn, Massachusetts, 5'11", 170 pounds in the lefty batter's box. Chernowitz set up outside, the pitch home. That's right down Broadway, called strike for the right-hander, Robbie Wunsch. UMass Boston product. Trying to navigate around his first runner in scoring position today. Righty on lefty matchup, a 3-1 count. The pitch, that's upstairs in a 5-pitch walk. Has a couple of men on, some traffic on the bases for the leadoff man, Caden Williamson. Nice plate approach from Jackson Powers to work himself on. Norwich has Fiataroni in scoring position at second. And Jackson Powers, the left fielder, is on at first. Golden opportunity for Norwich to open the scoring. Once took something off of it. It's on the inside corner for a first pitch strike. So imperative for starters to work ahead in counts, keep their pitch count down, but most importantly, put themselves in a good spot. That's down and away. Breaking pitch, good block back there from Chernovitz. Keeps it in front of him. It'll keep the base runner stationed at first and second. Unicorns looking to strike for the game's first run. Fiataroni's in scoring position, scored plenty of big runs last summer for Norwich in the championship run. He has an extended lay that ran inside, and it caught the top of the bat. Boy, that nearly hit Williamson. He singled to center field his first time up. A little bit of luck from Robbie Wunsch. That was tailing inside on the right-handed hitting corner outfielder. A ball and 2 strikes on Williamson. The righty deals home. It is taken outside, just off the outer black, says home plate umpire Henry DiGirolamo. Morning baseball here at the Beehive. After they were winners yesterday against the Lowell Spinners. The pitch home, upstairs, and after working ahead, a ball and 2 strikes. Behind in the count and in danger of walking the bases loaded is Robbie Wunsch. It's a full count, 3-2 on Williamson. Williamson at 276 at Quinnipiac his rookie year. He's ready, and the pitch home, cut on and missed. A wipeout breaking ball, and Williamson punched out for the second out here in the Norwich third. Challenging pitch from Wunsch. Cut and a miss from Caden Williamson, and a chance to get out of it unscathed for Wunsch, the right-hander on the mound. It's Fiataroni over at second, and Jackson Powers, the base runner, at first. C.J. Nolan, there goes Fiataroni, delayed steal, hold up, and it's a first pitch strike from Robbie Wunsch. Trying to create a little bit of movement on the base pass is Fiataroni, trying to create some chaos. C.J. Nolan, who can certainly handle the bat, Sacred Heart product, lifts it in the air down the right field side. It's falling foul. A little late was C.J., and he's behind in the count. No balls and 2 strikes. Strain Family Motors, the weather is heating up, and so should the fun. Rent a Polaris Slingshot from Strain Family Motors in Lisbon and feel the excitement of the open road. Go to sfmslingshots.com to rent one today. That is SFM Slingshots. There goes Fiataroni, a double steal inside, and plunked by the pitch is C.J. Nolan, and the Sea Unicorns have loaded them up here in the top of the third. Boy, that time it did catch the batter, and it was C.J. Nolan who was hit by the pitch. He is no stranger to being hit by pitches. Was hit a number of times last summer in the Futures League. He was hit 3 different times last summer. Fizzler foul on the first base side with Matt Park, the batter, at the plate. Norwich has runners everywhere. C.J. Nolan is at board at first. Jackson Powers, who walked, is at second. And Michael Fiataroni, who singled his first time to the plate this summer, is the runner at third. A foul back to the screen for strike 2. And a chance for Robbie Wunsch to work around a bases-loaded jam. No balls and 2 strikes on Matt Park. Norwich has the door cracked open, looking to break in. The 0-2 home. Swung on and missed. Robbie Wunsch gassed him up, and he beat Matt Park, struck him out, and that'll do it. Headed to the bottom of the third. We remain scoreless here at the Beehive. The middle, Irizarry charging in, fires to first, no hitter tonight for Hector Alejandro. The Norwich Sea Unicorns are back-to-back future league champions. Turning around third, coming home to score, it's Fiataroni. Say goodnight to the Bees. Bryce Detweiler calls game in the 12th inning. Walsh charges in. He snaps it across the diamond. Say goodnight to the Bees. 3 straight championships in the Rose City. Welcome to Sea Unicorns Below Deck, the official podcast of your back-to-back-to-back Futures League champions. I'm your host, Adam Plager. On episode 1, we'll hear from the general manager of the Norwich Sea Unicorns, Lee Walter. And on this podcast, all season long, we'll go behind the scenes, break down all the on-field achievements and everything you need to know Norwich Sea Unicorns related right here at Dodd Stadium. We go to the bottom of the third inning. Sea Unicorns had the bases loaded but failed to score. Robbie Wunsch with a strikeout of Matt Park strands the bases loaded. Matt Tabbitt back out for his third inning of work. Glad you could be with us right here at New Britain Stadium, the Hardware City, as we open up day 1 of the Futures League season on the Sea Unicorns schedule. Norwich will continue their mini 2-game road trip to open the season tomorrow night at Bullens Field against the Starfires. First pitch of the inning lifted foul and out of play. Brady Chernowitz, the catcher, will lead it off. And a first pitch strike from Matt Tabbitt. Has been excellent so far this morning. 0-1. That's in there. Outside corner, strike 2. Regular season for Tabbitt, 0-1 with a 3.75 ERA. Started all 4 of his outings, 12 innings, 6 strikeouts, 4 walks. The pitch on the ground, rolled over. Backhand side, Fiataroni has it. Long throw. Offline, Matt Park reaches back around and he applies a tag to Chernowitz, and the leadoff man is retired. Boy, it was a tough play for Fiataroni. Worked from his left to his right, forced to his backhand side, and he took care of Brady Chernowitz. Defense so important. And Norwich comes up with a strong play defensively to open up the home third. Here's Nico Amicangelo. They'll take outside corner heater. Good framework from Paul Calandrelli. He's worked well with Matt Tabbitt. Righty on righty matched up with Amicangelo. Waves and misses on the slider, strike 2. Boy, good pitch from Tabbitt. In pitch sequencing between him and Calandrelli. Amicangelo in the hole. The 0-2 home off the end of the bat. Fighting to stay alive, Amicangelo. Delivery misses for ball 1. Amicangelo out of Red Bank, New Jersey, LaSalle University in the righty box. The pitch home, jammed him in on his hands. Popped up foul into the Bees dugout on the first base side. Well, good sequencing right now from Norwich starter Matt Tabbitt, who is in full control of the count, wearing jersey number 3 this summer. The righty to the plate, bouncing ball to third. C.J. Nolan charges in, snaps it across the diamond. A strike to Matt Park, and there's the second out. 5-3 on the ground out. Boy, a dart across the diamond from C.J. Nolan. Strong throw from him. And the first 2 men have been retired to begin the home third. Two down, top of the order, Brady Paul. He grounded out to short his first time up. Ready to the plate, to the left-handed hitting center fielder in there for a strike. Speaking with Paul Calandrelli, asked him about how he handles a large staff. Primarily the first time he's worked with this Sea Unicorns pitching staff as he was catching a bullpen. When the Sea Unicorns reported on May 26th, that was just 2 days ago. Norwich had the day off yesterday. Did not practice at the ballpark. The pitch home, a bouncing ball back to the mound. Tabbitt has it. Underhand flips to first, and that'll do it. Down in order are the Bees in the third, and we remain scoreless headed to the fourth right here on the Futures League Baseball Network and listening live on YouTube on SNSN Sports.
Our place is roaring fun for all ages. Have you ever driven by the Big Dino on Route 85 in Montville, Connecticut? Stop in and check out what's behind the fences. Jurassic adventures await you. The Dinosaur Place is the largest dinosaur-themed family fun park in New England. A lot of value for one-of-a-kind attractions. Over 100 life-size dinosaurs, nature trails, and playscapes. Visit our popular T-Rex Tower and zero-depth dino-themed splash pad. Plan your next adventure. Go to thedinosaurplace.com.
It's safe to visit the dentist. In a word, yes. Especially if that dentist is Dr. Katzoff and the staff at Griswold Dental Associates. They follow all the latest safety protocols while doing what they do best, taking care of you. From preventive to restorative, your dental care couldn't be in better hands. To schedule your appointment, call Griswold Dental Associates today, 860-376-2626. That's 860-376-2626.
We go to the top of the fourth inning. We are still scoreless in the Hardware City between the Bees and Sea Unicorns on day one of the Futures League season. Norwich had their woes last summer here at the Beehive. Well, they had their woes all regular season against the Bees. 4-10 in 14 innings. On the first delivery, Bayer on the ground to second. Fagnan bobbles it. His throw to first, not in time. Beating it out is T.J. Bayer. I imagine they will score it as an error on the second baseman, James Fagnan, who bobbled it. And because of it, the speed of T.J. Bayer has him aboard to start the Norwich fourth inning. Sea Unicorns threatened in the third with the bases loaded. Sent 6 men to the plate, but a strikeout of Matt Park ended the Norwich threat. On the ground to short. Available there for Amick Angelo. Steps on the second base bag. His throw to first in time and doubled up on the first delivery is Henry Ayers. And just like that, one pitch, a twin killer. 6-3 across the diamond. The second time this inning, Norwich swinging on the first delivery. That time it hurts Norwich. 2 down now for Carter Grant. He swings on the first delivery. Comes up empty. Strike one from Robbie Wunsch. It's been a pitcher's duel here in the Sea Unicorns opener. Opponents hit just .269 against Wunsch this past spring. Out of South Windsor, Connecticut, attended South Windsor High School. The pitch home. That bounced away from Chernowitz. Nobody on. No damage there. With Carter Grant at the plate. Fairfield Stagg grounded out to second his first time up. Grant out of Midland Park, New Jersey, 6 feet, 185 pounds. The pitch upstairs with the fastball. Futures League adding TrackMan this season. New addition. Tracking all sorts of data, pitch types, pitch speeds. Right-hander to the plate. The delivery way outside and the fastball misses. And aboard with a 2-out walk is Carter Grant. Fans, Jewett City Savings Bank is your community bank for over 125 years. Offices ready to serve you all over Eastern Connecticut. Go to jcsbank.com to find out why Jewett City Savings Bank is your community bank. Michael Fiataroni will bat with a couple of men out and a man on. That's Carter Grant. He takes for ball one. Count is even, a ball and a strike on Fiataroni. Hit .254 his freshman year at Bryant with the Bulldogs. 5'11", 200 pounds in the lefty box. Right-hander to the plate. The delivery, a swing and a miss, strike two. Wunsch can certainly bring it, and he dialed up the fastball to take care of Matt Park by a tipping point in this game. Norwich was knocking on the door. Still scoreless here at the Beehive, 2 down, top of the fourth. The pitch taken on the outside corner. Well, a better frame job by Chernowitz. There's leaking outside, tugged it in there on the outside corner. On the left-handed hitting, Michael Fiataroni check in on the base runner. Carter Grand dives back in there. Rafael Rodriguez Rosa, the first baseman, has been busy. Norwich has had some traffic throughout the morning, just nothing to show for. The pitch home, lifted in the air. That'll come back our way, out of play behind the plate. School day game here at the Beehive. Norwich back on the road tomorrow at Bullens Field against the Starfires. And then we'll head home to Dodd Stadium Saturday night for the home opener. Off the end of the bat. Look out, launched into the seats. Strike two. And the battle's still going with Fiataroni. He singled to right his last time up. He also stole a bag. He was the base runner that was stranded at third base. Second time through the order for Norwich against the right-hander Wunsch. Well, just a couple of base hits. The delivery home. Again, jammed was Fiataroni, and he shoots it foul. Fiataroni attended the Salisbury School before making his way to Bryant last season. The pitch. Right-hander deals the fastball just outside. Good chase pitch for Wunsch. He was still in a prime spot. 2 balls and 2 strikes with 2 down. Norwich has a base runner. Extended lead over at the first base bag. It's swatted foul. It's Carter Grand aboard at first. Grand had just 1 stolen base this past spring at Fairfield in his rookie season. The 2-2 one more time. Breaking ball framed on the outside corner. Caught looking is Fiataroni, and back-to-back innings Norwich strikes out to end it. We go to the bottom of the fourth when we come back. We're scoreless at the Beehive right here on the Futures League Baseball Network and listening live on YouTube on SNSN Sports.
Safe to visit the dentist. In a word, yes, especially if that dentist is Dr. Katzoff and the staff at Griswold Dental Associates. They follow all the latest safety protocols while doing what they do best, taking care of you. From preventive to restorative, your dental care couldn't be in better hands. To schedule your appointment, call Griswold Dental Associates today, 860-376-2626. That's 860-376-2626.
With Jewett City Savings Bank's free access checking account, you get everything you need to take control of your money, including mobile banking, mobile check deposit, and a contactless debit card with mobile wallet. Add a high-yield savings account for even more control. Stop by one of our offices in Eastern Connecticut or visit jcsbank.com to open your account today. Jewett City Savings Bank, member FDIC.
Matt Tabbitt back out for his fourth inning of work. James Fagnant will lead it off for New Britain. Top of the fourth inning. We're scoreless here at the Beehive. Lifted in the air, left field. It is falling in a hurry. It's foul. Boy, it was a long run out there for Jackson Powers, C.J. Nolan, and Michael Fiataroni, the crew of three, trying to hunt the foul ball off the bat of James Fagnant. He grounded out to first. His first time up. Number 2 hitter in the lineup for Matt Gedman. 2, 3, and 4 here in the top of the fourth inning. Fagnant, a two-way player, pitched to a .579 ERA at UConn Avery Point. At the plate, hit .480. Well, he had a big spring. .732 slugging percentage, .551 on base percentage, 1-1 home. Taken outside, just missed for ball 2. Hit .480 and 123 plate appearances. That's outside. Kick change missing from Matt Tabbitt. 3-1 the count. Righty on lefty matchup here to begin this fourth inning. The pitch home. Fastball taken for strike 2. It'll run the count full. Tabbitt has been a strike thrower working on a full count. That is on the ground, backhand side of the second baseman. Grandis throw to first. It's in time. Boy, it was a tough play. Left to his right, ranging there for Carter Grant, and he makes a tremendous play to retire James Fagnant. Kason Robinson will come to the plate to bat. On the first delivery, he lifts that foul back into the seats and out of play. Robinson out of Stonehill College, 6'2", 185 his measurables. Yesterday, 3 for 4 against the Spinners, a couple of RBIs, a double as well. And ask for a better start to the summer for Kason Robinson. He's taking for ball 1. Still a favorable pitcher's count. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Norwich straight around defensively. The pitch home, a bouncing ball foul, third base side. Tabbitt trying to make it 4 scoreless innings here this morning. Norwich all time against the Bees, 24-36. That is scolded down the third base line, past the glove of C.J. Nolan, down into the corner. Extra bases for Robinson. The throw to second, not in time. It's a ringing double for Kason Robinson. Second of the summer for him, and the Bees have a one-out man in scoring position. Well, first time today, the Bees making loud contact against Tabbitt. And Robinson got his hands in and just yanked it down the third base line. Nolan gave it a good effort, and the Bees have a man on. Slauson in the air, boy. This is hit out to the alley. Right center field. It is playable out there for TJ Bayer. Tagging and advancing is Robinson. And the game's first run is 90 feet away, but now 2 outs. Well, Slauson got a pitch he liked. Middle out, and it was out to the right center field alley. Bayer covers good ground. And Zach Gitcher, the manager, out to the mound. He also makes the mound visits, and he's going to have a conversation with his starter, Matt Tabbitt. Gitcher, no stranger to the Futures League, won a Futures League championship with the Silver Knights in 2022. Pitching coach the last couple of summers. Norwich last summer and Westfield in 2024. in 2024. And the mound visit is wrapped up. Just a quick conversation with Tabit. Here's Rafael Rodriguez Rosa. First sense of danger for Tabit. Calm demeanor on the mound. His fastball deliveries outside. Four-seam fastball from Tabit missing. A ball and no strikes on Rodriguez Rosa. He drew a walk his first time up. Sizable lead on the third base side. A bouncing ball. It's over to short. Fiataroni across the diamond, and that'll take care of Rodriguez Rosa. Tabit strands the runner at third, and we go to the fifth. We are scoreless here at New Britain Stadium on the Futures League Baseball Network and listening live on YouTube on SNSN Sports. Fans, want to watch the Sea Unicorns like a VIP? Book a Dodge Stadium luxury suite, perfect for business outings, birthdays, or a night out with friends. Enjoy indoor and outdoor seating, a flat screen TV, your own private server, and the option to pre-order from our catering menu, all while catching every pitch in comfort. Order your luxury suite today for just $500 for up to 20 guests, or go big with a double suite for $900 and bring 40. Don't miss out. Call now, 860-887-7962, and reserve your suite today.
If you own rental property around here, you know how fast tenant calls, repairs, and rent collection can pile up. That's where Capital Property Group comes in. They handle everything: tenant screening, rent collection, maintenance, repairs, and day-to-day property and association management. Whether it's a long-term rental or a short-term property, they make ownership simple and stress-free. You own the property. They handle the headaches. Learn more at mycapitalteam.com. Capital Property Group, simplifying property ownership.
We're really looking forward to the possibility of working together. Absolutely. We believe this could be a great partner.
The Bees have gone to the bullpen. That'll wrap it up for Robbie Wunsch. Quality performance from him. And he goes 4 scoreless innings here today. Now just the couple of hits, along with 4 strikeouts. Issued a couple of walks. Nate Kempton is the new arm in the ball game, right-hander out of Brown University. Cheshire, Connecticut native, studying psychology at Brown. Norwich trying to break a scoreless deadlock. We're in the top of the fifth. First pitch home. This is inside to the Sea Unicorns backstop, Paul Calandrelli. Calandrelli skied out to right field his first time up. Right-hander to the plate. Inside corner, and the count is even. 1 ball, 1 strike. Kempton attended Choate Rosemary Hall prep school before making his way to Brown. He redshirted his freshman year. Second team All Founders League selection as a pitcher and first baseman. And he'll make a play. A little pop out to the pitcher on the first base side, just shy of the infield dirt. And Kempton elects to take care of it himself. We'll bring up the left fielder, Jackson Powers. 8-9-1 for Norwich here in the fifth. Powers walked his first time up, righty to the plate. Downstairs, below the knees, ball 1. Powers hit .329 as a sophomore at St. Anselm. .539 is slugging percentage. .414 on base percentage. The 1-1 home, caught in a miss, strike 2. Tardy on the fastball was Powers. Rolling left field here today. The high Sox for Kempton, righty to the plate. Boy, Chernowitz thought he had framed strike there. He was ready to throw it down to third to start it around the horn. But Henry DiGialermo says hold up, ball 2, and that'll keep the at-bat alive. 2-2. That'll do it. Swing and a miss. Tardy on the fastball, blew it by him. Good stuff there from Kempton. And he's retired the first 2 men he's faced here in the 5th inning. 5th strikeout from Norwich batters here today. Top of the order, Caden Williamson will bat. He was a strikeout victim his last time up. And there's the big bender on the inside corner. And some of the young kids down below us, a swing and a miss. Boy, that fastball has been dancing across the zone. And he is way ahead of Williamson. No balls, 2 strikes. 6'3", 225. That's inside. Swerved in on the right-handed hitting Quinnipiac outfielder. Kempton's older brother Owen played Division I soccer at Northeastern. His mom, a member of Princeton's class of 1993. Strikeout to conclude matters here in the Norwich 5th. Kempton comes in and he retires Norwich in order. Back-to-back strikeouts, and we go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Still looking for the game's first run on the Futures League Baseball Network and listening live on YouTube on SNSN Sports.
Shout out to Bacchus Hospital for partnering with Griswold Middle School to give 8th grade students an unforgettable hands-on experience through Dare to Care. Students explored the critical care unit, emergency department, Lifestar helicopter, and American ambulance while taking part in interactive safety activities like impairment goggles and stop the bleed training. These real-world lessons are helping empower our youth to make safe, healthy decisions and learn valuable life-saving skills. From all of us at Griswold Pride, thank you to the doctors, nurses, first responders, and staff who made this incredible day possible. Together, we're building a safer and stronger community.
Jewett City Savings Bank gives you 2 ways to pay for purchases, while also keeping your accounts and your money secure. Use our contactless debit card or add the card to the mobile wallet on your phone. Both give you a fast, safe, and easy way to check out. To learn more, stop by one of our offices in Eastern Connecticut or visit jcsbank.com. Jewett City Savings Bank, member FDIC.
Home half of the 5th inning. The line closed now for Matt Tabbitt. 4 scoreless innings here today against the New Britain Bees. And he was excellent in his opening day start. Allowed just the 1 hit, the double down the left field line. 4 scoreless innings for Matt Tabbitt. Issued a couple of walks. No strikeouts, but he was effective. Norwich will hand the rock over to the right-hander Jackson Prey out of Haddam, Connecticut. 6 feet, 200 pounds. Rising junior at UConn Avery Point. Pitched to a 4.5 ERA. 6-2 record this past spring in 11 appearances. 54 innings worked. The opponents hit .265 against him. So it's Jackson Prey's turn now for Norwich. The first reliever out of the pen. Robbie Lamond will lead it off. 6, 7, and 8 for the Bees here. Just 3 hits combined between the two sides. Lamond hit into a fielder's choice ground out his first time up. Helped Talbot escape some minimal danger. Now is back in the second inning. First delivery from Prey is on the outside corner, strike one. Good spot for the right-hander working from the first base side of the mound. A chopper to short. Fiataroni handles the high hop. High throw across the diamond. It pulls Park off the first base bag. And aboard with, I don't know if they'll score it an infield hit or an error. It was a high hop on Fiataroni. And the Bees leadoff man is on. There's going to be a conversation. Zach Gitcher has come out and he wants to have a conversation. It's currently ruled as an error. Park tried to wipe across the tag and then hop down. Zach Gitcher wanting to challenge this call, and he's going to ask for the umpiring crew to huddle and have a conversation. Jackson Prey offers a four-seam fastball, two-seam fastball, slider, changeup, and curveball mix. Certainly plenty to choose from. 88 to 90 on his four-seam, 87, 89 on the two-seam, 80 to 82 on his slider, 78 to 80 on the curveball, and 82 to 84 on that changeup. Looks like that call is going to stand. Well, Zach Gitcher is a passionate manager, certainly cares a lot. And you know that's an important play to try and retire the leadoff man. And Prey will have to work around some traffic to begin the bottom of the fifth. Baseball, a game of mistakes, and Norwich has committed an error in this fifth inning. Way outside is the fastball from Prey. Prey attended Haddam Killingworth High School. Right-hander on the first base side of the rubber. The pitch home. That's upstairs, 2-0. Boy, command of the zone, so imperative for Norwich in making the plays defensively. Leadoff man aboard on an error. It's Ben Kuja, the batter, at the plate. He's taking strike one. They're right down Main Street. 2 balls and a strike on Kuja, who hit into a double play, 9-3. Unconventional one. That time he goes chasing and he lifts it foul off the end of the bat. Count is even, 2-2. Prey with the right arm hanging. Ball on that arm. Pulls it into the glove and the pitch home. Breaking ball. Out in front of it. And the bat will continue with Kuja. Now Norwich comes to bat in the sixth. Middle of their order, 2, 3, and 4. Right now, the Sea Unicorns still hunting their first out in the bottom of the fifth. An important out to get 2-2 the count on Kuja. It's the bottom of the New Britain order. Number 7 man in their lineup takes below the zone, and Calandrelli dropped it for ball 3. Count is full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Norwich pitching, which is really just Matt Tabbitt, issue 2 walks in his opening day start. A foul off on the breaking ball will keep the at-bat going. 6th pitch upcoming. The 7th pitch here in this battle upcoming. A good battle here. Nobody out and a man on. 3-2 on Kuja. Check in, Prey on the base runner, Lamond, who reached on the air. Boy, this is a part of the order you want to attack. In the air, past the glove of the shortstop, Fiataroni. It's through into left field. Matt Gedman will put the stop sign up at third. And now some trouble for Norwich on the corners. Ben Kuja wins the battle on the 9th pitch of the at-bat, shoots it into left field, and the Bees are threatening runners at first and third. Still nobody out. Here's Brady Chernowitz. Well, anytime the bottom of your order is productive, well, it is a dangerous ingredient, and right now it is brewing here for the Bees in the 5th inning. Here's the catcher, Chernowitz. He's taking on the outside corner, strike one. Chernowitz grounded out to short his first time up, and you go back to the leadoff error committed in the inning. Well, right now they're knocking on the door just below the knees outside for ball one. Well, it was a bang play at first, but it was a throw that was offline from Fiataroni, pulled Park off the bag. Curveball drops in for strike two. Little gut check now for the Norwich bullpen and Jackson Prey. The pitch upstairs with a fastball, high heat. And not chasing is Chernowitz. It's the bottom of the New Britain lineup trying to open the scoring. It's 2-2. The pitch in the air, out to the left center field gap. It's going to fall in. This will bring home the game's first run. Lamond will score. It's an RBI base knock from Chernowitz, and the Bees sting first 1-0. All right, the Bees battling. Couple of foul balls. And it's the bottom of their order that has gotten it done here today. 1-0 New Britain. Here's the shortstop, Nico Amicangelo. Still traffic on, and Norwich hunting their first out in the 5th. That gets away from Calandrelli. Both runners are going to advance. Over into third is Kuja, and it's Chernowitz at second. Boy, things have gotten away from Norwich in the 5th inning. A wild pitch from Jackson Prey. And the Sea Unicorns are going to get a man loose in the bullpen down the left field line. 1-0 on Amicangelo. On the ground to second. It's Grand to first. He'll take the out that's available. It'll get the job done. And coming in to score is Ben Kuja. Advancing to third is Chernowitz on the out. And a 2-0 New Britain lead. Here's the leadoff man, Brady Paul. They'll take upstairs, ball one. Paul is grounded out to short. He's also at a comebacker to the mound. The pitch, that is ripped out to right field. That had home run distance, but it was foul down the right field side. A hanging breaking ball from Prey, and he was fortunate that Brady Paul was early. Even count, 1-1. Calandrelli set up outside on the left-handed hitting leadoff center fielder. Ball two is upstairs on the changeup. 2-0 Bees. We're in the bottom of the 5th inning. They have opened the scoring with a couple of runs. That is ripped through into right field. It's an RBI base hit. Brady Paul into score is Brady Chernowitz, and the Bees have opened up a 3-0 lead. The offense is contagious here in this 5th inning. Anytime the bottom of your order finds a little lightning in the bottle and some life for the Bees offense. Started with the leadoff error, and things have compounded here in this 5th inning. And certainly a frustrating start to the summer for Jackson Prey, but these are the moments where your character is tested and he's forced to battle here. Trying to keep it manageable. There goes the base runner. Paul throw from Calandrelli is a good one to second. And he'll throw out the base runner, Brady Paul, trying to steal second. And Norwich has a couple of outs here in the 5th inning. Boy, what a out to get for Paul Calandrelli and the Norwich defense. That'll certainly inject a little life. The pitch from Prey. Outside, went with the breaking ball. And the count moves to 2 balls and a strike. James Fagnant, the batter at the plate. They'll take just upstairs for ball 3. Fagnant has grounded out to first and is also grounded out to second. The pitch, 3-1 delivery in the air, out to left center field. Bayer moving over. It'll be the left fielder, Jackson Powers, who will take control of it, and it will end the inning, but not before the Bees strike for 3 in the 5th inning off a trio of hits. We go to the 6th, Norwich trailing by 3 on the Futures League Baseball Network and listening live on YouTube on SNSN Sports.
Better it burns. Much better. So much better it burns. The right insurance at the right price. You buy better it burns. You buy better it burns. You buy better.
We've been telling you for years you buy better at Burns, but you need to know just how much better the Burns Agency's gotten. Last year, we joined forces with Hub International to bring our current and future customers an even stronger product offering, exceptional service practices, and the most competitive insurance options available. Our integration with Hub makes the team at the Burns Agency that you know and trust stronger, more accessible, and positioned to better serve you in this ever-changing insurance landscape. Call, email, or visit us today in all the same easy ways. The Burns Agency, now a division of Hub International, proudly serving Eastern Connecticut since 1932.
Better. So much better it burns. The right insurance at the right price. You buy better it burns. You buy better it burns. You buy better.
Slate of the schedule Saturday, 6:30, May 30th, against the Westfield Starfires. Join us as we kick off the 2026 season, looking for 4 straight Future League titles. First 1,000 fans through the gates will receive a magnet schedule branded by the CT Drive Sober or Get Pulled Over program. Sure you want to be a part of it. One is lifted foul and out of play. C.J. Nolan, the batter at the plate, no balls and 2 strikes. The righty to the plate. Curveball bounced to third. Playable over there for Kuja across the diamond. Takes care of C.J. Nolan, and the leadoff man retired for Norwich here in the 6th. Following the ball game on Saturday night, you want to be a part of an amazing post-game fireworks show presented by Liberty Bank. First firework night of the 2026 season as we kick it off with a bang. The pitch downstairs for ball 1. It's Matt Park, the batter at the plate. It was 0 for 2 today. Waves and misses on the slider. Boy, he got fooled on that delivery. Park has been a strikeout victim in his first 2 plate appearances this summer. The pitch home, swing and a miss. Chased it again for strike 2. Well, New Britain pitching was dominant last summer, and that is what paved the way for them into the Futures League championship round. The pitch home. Bouncing ball back to the mound, no problem. Kempton will take it. Underhand flip to first. 2 up, 2 down for Norwich here in the 6th. That'll bring up the center fielder, T.J. Bayer. Fans, Griswold Pride. Pride stands for the partnership to reduce the influence of drugs for everyone. Check out their Facebook page for more information. That's Griswold Pride. 2 down, check swing from T.J. Bayer, who's grounded out to first. He's also reached on an error committed by the Bees' second baseman. Fastball nabs the outer edge, and the count is even, a ball and a strike. Righty on righty battle. In the back of the righty box is Bayer out of Marist University in New York. Bayer was a regular his freshman year. That's over his head. Got his bat out of the way. And the changeup missing, evens the count. The pitch outside. Bayer able to hold up. It'll run the count full. It's Kempton on the hill trying to work 2 scoreless innings. Bees working on a 3-0 lead. Righty deals to the plate. Jammed inside is Bayer. It's on that first base side behind the netting. Kempton 6'3", 225, operating from the first base side of the rubber. Set up inside Chernowitz. Breaking ball. Slashed foul into the bleachers down the right field line. Well, this is the part of the order for the Norwich offense, and they had their chance earlier in this ball game. Had the bases loaded, but couldn't do anything with it. The pitch home. That is behind Bayer, and he works a walk. Command troubles here with a couple of outs as T.J. Bayer aboard. Here's the designated hitter, Henry Ayers. Ayers bounced into a 6-3 double play his last time up back in the 4th inning. Was aggressive on the first pitch he saw. Time is called here. And everyone will reset. Bayer has plenty of speed. He's the base runner at first. Swinging away is Ayers. They'll try and dump it down the left field line. It's a fair ball. Rounding second, cruising into third is Bayer. Trying to extend a single into a double as Ayers will do just that. 2-out double Henry Ayers. And Norwich is in business with a couple of outs here in the top of the 6th. All right, what an approach from Henry Ayers to the opposite field. And the Sea Unicorns looking to answer back. It'll be the second baseman, Carter Grand, but right now a meeting at the mound here for New Britain. Shane Bogley out on the mound to chat things over with Nate Kempton, who's worked an inning in 2/3, but he's run into some trouble here with 2 men out in the 6th inning. He walked Bayer, and a 2-out double down the line in left field from Henry Ayers has Norwich in business for Carter Grand. So the young right-hander on the hill is Kempton. Kempton was a 2026 Perfect Game preseason second-team All-Region honoree. Not seeing the action with the Bears his first year at Brown. Fastball tags the inside corner, strike 1. Kempton, in fact, a riser at Brown. They've already updated their roster for next season. There's the curveball. And he's way in front of Carter Grand. No balls, 2 strikes. The Unicorns trying to fight with 2 strikes here and 2 outs. But runners at second and third. The 0-2 home, swung on and missed for strike 3. Chase the outside pitch is Grand, and that will do it. Norwich had a couple of men in scoring position. Come up empty. We go to the bottom of the 6th right here on the Futures League Baseball Network and listening live on YouTube on SNSN Sports.
Better it burns. Much better. So much better it burns. The right insurance at the right price. You buy better it burns. You buy better it burns. You buy better.
We've been telling you for years you buy better at Burns, but you need to know just how much better the Burns Agency's gotten. Last year we joined forces with Hub International to bring our current and future customers an even stronger product offering, exceptional service practices, and the most competitive insurance options available. Our integration with Hub makes the team at the Burns Agency that you know and trust stronger, more accessible, and positioned to better serve you in this ever-changing insurance landscape. Call, email, or visit us today in all the same easy ways. The Burns Agency, now a division of Hub International, proudly serving Eastern Connecticut since 1932.
Better. So much better it burns. The right insurance at the right price. You buy better it burns. You buy better it burns. You buy better.
Norwich has made a change on the mound. It'll be the right-hander Tyler Fahey who'll take the baseball for Zach Gitcher in the 6th inning. Jackson Prey surrendered a couple of earned runs in that 5th inning. Faced 6 batters in that inning. Not walk anybody, had no strikeouts. That error to start the inning certainly has changed the complexion of this ball game. Tyler Fahey in his 2nd summer here with the Sea Unicorns, one of the 8 returners. Will take the mound here in the 6th inning and will be greeted by Kason Robinson. Open stance on the mound. That's driven right back up the middle. Leadoff base hit. Kason Robinson is white hot to start the summer for the Bees. It has reached in all 3 of his plate appearances. 3 for 4 yesterday, 2 for 2 today, and is 5 for his first 6 this summer. Boy, what a start for Kason Robinson. Well, he took the delivery from the Trinity Bantam Tyler Fahey, who's going up against one of his assistant coaches, Matt Gedman. Robinson is going. There will be no throw from the catcher, Calandrelli. And in there, uncontested in scoring position, is Kason Robinson. That's drilled back, foul. The delivery home, bounced foul from George Slauson, is the batter at the plate. Fahey out of Danbury, Connecticut. Attended Immaculate High School, rising junior with the Bantam, 6'3", 200 pounds. First base side of the rubber against the left-handed hitting Slauson. There goes Robinson. Throw from Calandrelli's a good one to third. In there safely. Behind the tag is Robinson. And he's stolen a couple of bags here. Stole second and is still third. Boy, he's found something in the delivery from Fahey, and he has exploited it. And now the fourth run of the afternoon is 90 feet away. 2-2 on Slauson. Calandrelli set up outside. The pitch home was outside, but it misses for ball 3. Fahey, as a sophomore at Trinity, a .450 ERA over 42 innings worked. A regular out of the Bantam bullpen. Look out by the Bees dugout. That was scolded foul. A 2-2 home. Slauson in the air. Now to right center field. It is playable. TJ Bayer will make the grab shy of the warning track. RBI, sac fly. George Slauson and Robinson will score. These add on 4-0 here in the 6th inning. A couple of stolen bases after the leadoff base hit from Robinson comes home to score. Norwich has a man retired. Bases are empty for Rafael Rodriguez Rosa. Pitch from Fahey misses upstairs for ball 1. That's lifted in the air. That is going foul. Batter at the plate for New Britain, Rodriguez Rosa. 0 for 1. He's also drawn a walk. The pitch, swing and a miss on the breaking ball. He's worked the count in Fahey's favor, a ball and 2 strikes. The pitch home, swing and a miss for strike 3. And Fahey has taken care of Rodriguez Rosa. Last summer in Norwich, Fahey pitched to a ERA on the nose at 3. 2 appearances over 3 innings. Allowed 1 earned run in that frame. Over the 3 frames, and now he misses inside and he hits the batter, Robbie Lamont. So now a 2-out base runner for Fahey to battle with here in the bottom of the 6th. Here's the third baseman, Ben Kuja. Norwich bats in the 7th inning. It'll be Michael Fiataroni to lead it off. The pitch home. That's down and in for ball 1. The Unicorns offense has had trouble getting started. Right-hander to the plate. There goes the base runner, Lamont. Good throw from Calandrelli's in time. And toast over at second base is Robbie Lamont, and that'll do it. Second base runner caught stealing thanks to the work of Paul Calandrelli. Bees add on a run on a RBI sac fly from George Slauson. 4-0 Bees headed to the 7th on the Futures League Baseball Network and listening live on YouTube on SNSN Sports. Unicorn fans, ready to rep your Norwich Sea Unicorns? Dive into the point-of-sale team store. From hats and jerseys to gear that covers every base, show your Sea Unicorn spirit and style. From ballpark essentials to unique souvenirs, there's something for every fan in the pod. Stop by during any home game or shop anytime at seaunicorns.milbstore.com. That's seaunicorns.milbstore.com. The point-of-sale team store has you covered all season long. New pitcher in the ball game, Will Parkhouse, is the new arm in the ball game for Matt Edmonds' side. They'll take the hill after some quality work out of the Norwich bullpen. Torrington, Connecticut native. Riser had to do UMass Lowell. Lowell now in the Futures League this summer. Lecker Field. What a gorgeous ballpark that is. Nate Kempton went 2 scoreless innings for the Bees. And it has paved the way here for Will Parkhouse, left-hander, southpaw in the ball game, facing the left-handed hitting shortstop Michael Fiataroni. Norwich's first game in franchise history was on this very day, May 26, 2021. Suffered an 11-6 loss against the Bees, running inside and plunked his Fiataroni on the delivery from Parkhouse. And the Sea Unicorns have the leadoff man on. Second hit batsman today for Norwich, third in the ball game. Here's the catcher, Paul Calandrelli. He has been impressive defensively. Has thrown out a couple of base runners in his season debut. Norwich Sea Unicorns debut. The pitch home off the end of the bat. Out to right field. This is playable. Right to Robinson. They'll make the play on it. And one down for Norwich in the 7th. Fans, let the Birds Agency simplify your insurance needs. Go to theburnsagency.com to find out more. The Birds Agency, now a part of Hub International. One down, one on. It's the left fielder, Jackson Powers. Another lefty at the plate, and case in point why Parkhouse is the new arm in this ball game. Norwich had a couple of lefties due up here this inning, bottom of their order. Number 9 spot is Powers, has walked, he's also struck out. Double play depth for the Bees defense, and the left-hander will check in on the base runner, Michael Fiataroni. Parkhouse 6 feet 3 inches out of Torrington, Connecticut. Dropped by his backstop Chernowitz. And they count 2-0 on the number 9 spot. The Unicorns still looking to jumpstart their offense, which has been held to 3 hits. The Bees 5 hits, 4 runs here today. And that's taken on the outside corner. Fastball in there for a strike. There was no offense until the bottom of the 5th inning. Bees broke the game open with a trio of runs. Added on a 4th in the 6th inning. And it's a 4-0 Bees lead. Lefty to the plate. Down Main Street for strike 2. And back in the count now is Parkhouse. Parkhouse went to Kingswood, Oxford High School. Sizable lead. There goes Fiataroni. The pitch is inside. The throw from the backstop. Chernowitz is not in time. Stolen base for Michael Fiataroni, who has been a base stealer today. And Norwich has a man in scoring position with the man out, and a full count, 3-2. Second stolen base today for Fiataroni. Norwich trying to score their first run of the 2026 season. And it's the bottom of their order trying to do it here. Powers trying to turn the lineup over to Caden Williamson. Full count, 3-2. Lefty-lefty battle here. That is in on the hands. It is fouled down the third base side. Chasing after it, Ben Kuja will run out of space and time to make a play on it. Full count continues. Powers really battling here. Trying to help Norwich scratch across their first run. It has been tough sledding for the Sea Unicorns bats, just 3 hits. Scattered base runners. That is fouled back over the screen behind the plate. Boy, these are the battles that can certainly transform an inning for Norwich. And the left-hander Parkhouse forced to really battle here. 3-2 set up outside Chernowitz. There goes Fiataroni, swinging a miss. The throw to third, not in time. And it's a stolen base for Michael Fiataroni, but down on strikes is Jackson Powers as he swings and misses. Well, he really battled there with Parkhouse, but it's Parkhouse who wins the battle. Eighth strikeout today from New Britain pitching. Fiataroni is on third. And it is the second time today Norwich has had a runner at third base. The pitch home. Bounces away from the catcher. Chernowitz coming home to score. On the wild pitch is Fiataroni, and the Sea Unicorns are on the board for the first time this summer. Boy, you take the runs any way you can get them. It was a spiked pitch from Parkhouse, and Williamson didn't have to take the bat off his shoulders, and Norwich has produced a run, and they have cut into the Bees' lead. It's now a 4-1 New Britain lead. Fastball sizzles in there, just misses upstairs for ball one. Well, plenty of life on the fastball. Williamson wasn't buying it. Hitters count, 2 balls, no strikes from the full windup. Left-hander to the plate, skied in the air. Out to right field. Underneath it is Robinson waiting. He'll make the catch on it. That'll do it. Norwich scratches across a run on a wild pitch. It's a 4-1 Bees lead. Stretch time here at the Beehive. And a 4-1 New Britain lead. The middle, Irizarry charging in, fires to first, no hitter tonight for Hector Alejandro. The Norwich Sea Unicorns are back-to-back future league champions. Turning around third, coming home to score, it's Fiataroni. Say goodnight to the Bees. Bryce Detweiler calls game in the 12th inning. Walsh charges in, he snaps it across the diamond. Say goodnight to the Bees. 3 straight championships in the Rose City. Welcome to Sea Unicorns Below Deck, the official podcast of your back-to-back-to-back Futures League champions. I'm your host, Adam Plager. On episode 1, we'll hear from the general manager of the Norwich Sea Unicorns, Lee Walter. And on this podcast, all season long, we'll go behind the scenes, break down all the on-field achievements and everything you need to know Norwich Sea Unicorns related right here at Dodd Stadium. Home half of the 7th inning. Glad you're along for the ride. Opening day for the Sea Unicorns. They trail by 3, 4-1 Bees. Bottom of the 7th inning. Tyler Fahey back out for his second inning of work. Allowed a run in the 6th inning on a George Slauson sac fly. Leadoff man up is Ben Kuja, who did not complete his plate appearance after Robbie Lamond was caught stealing to and Matters in the 6th. The pitch from the right-hander drilled right back up the middle. It's a base hit. Ben Kuja is on to start the Bees' 7th inning. Boy, bottom of the order for New Britain has been a difference maker so far this afternoon. Then they start the engine to the Bees' offense in the 7th inning. Here's the catcher, Brady Chernowitz. He singled. RBI base hit into left field his last time up. And the leadoff man is on here for New Britain. Third straight inning the Bees have had the leadoff man reach. Each of the last 2 innings they've come home to score. Boy, a dangerous recipe right now for Norwich, trying to battle back on opening day. Right-hander deals home. That is skied in the air. It broke the bat of Chernowitz, and there's Carter Grand to make the catch on the pop out on the infield dirt. And Fahey has a man retired in the home 7th. Here's the shortstop, Nico Amicangelo. He produced an RBI ground out to second. Now he's back in the 5th inning. He's backed up inside on the first delivery from Fahey. Fahey works with Tread out in North Carolina in the summertime. He's going to check in on the base runner. Ben Cuccio dives back in there head first safely. Matt Park, the first baseman, holding him on. Righty on righty battle here. Fastball grazes the outer edge. For strike 1, it'll even the count. Pitch home. Another heater. It misses for ball 2. The high Sox at the plate for Amicangelo, the New Britain shortstop. Right-hander kicks and deals home. Off the end of the bat, flied in the air to right field. This could be trouble out there. It is a foul ball. Boy, that was headed towards the line, but it continued to tail foul, and that was good news. There is room down there. Williamson playing off that line. Everyone straight up defensively. Boy, that had the potential, if it was a fair ball, to score the runner from first. That's Ben Kuja. Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Calandrelli set up inside. The pitch outside, ball 3. Boy, nowhere near the zone. You want a challenge there with 2 strikes. It's the bottom of the order. Another check-in from Fahey on the base runner. And this is the part you want to attack before the lineup turns over to Brady Paul, who's waiting on deck. There goes the base runner, Cooch. It started to go. Grounder rolled over to short. To second for 1, relay to first. Again, it pulls the first baseman off the bag, Park. Fiataroni able to connect with Carter Grand. 6-4 on the fielder's choice. But the double play incomplete, and the inning will continue. So it'll go down as a fielder's choice ground out. Norwich again with a chance to end the inning. It'll continue for Brady Paul. He's up for the 4th time this afternoon. Last time he delivered an RBI base hit into right field. 1 for 3 so far. Has grounded out to short and has grounded out to the mound. Righty on lefty matchup. That's downstairs and a good block from Calandrelli. Norwich has 6 outs to work with. Pinch hitter for the Bees, in fact. At the plate, it is Jackson Weem. Jackson Weem is the batter. Number 26. He will bat in the spot of Brady Paul. Fouls it off the end of his bat. out of Bethel, Connecticut, and Stevens Institute of Technology in New Jersey. A ball and 2 strikes. Fahey ready, and the 1-2 home in the air. Now to medium right center field. TJ Bayer will take command of it. He'll make the catch, and the inning is over. Fahey works around minimal traffic. We go to the 8th inning. 4-1 Bees on the Futures League Baseball Network and listening live on YouTube on SNSN Sports.
Dinosaur Place is roaring fun for all ages. Have you ever driven by the Big Dino on Route 85 in Montville, Connecticut? Stop in and check out what's behind the fences. Jurassic adventures await you. The Dinosaur Place is the largest dinosaur-themed family fun park in New England. A lot of value for one-of-a-kind attractions. Over 100 life-size dinosaurs, nature trails, and playscapes. Visit our popular T-Rex Tower and zero-depth dino-themed splash pad. Plan your next adventure. Go to thedinosaurplace.com.
We're into the top of the 8th inning. New pitcher for the Bees, Matthew Shea. Riser ready to Sacred Heart. Will face one of his teammates there. That he is soon to be teammates with, CJ Nolan. Out of Sacred Heart. And it is 2, 3, and 4 due up in the Norwich order. Wind is swirling here at New Britain Stadium. Norwich, 1 run on 3 hits. Bees 4 runs on 5 hits. And a 4-1 advantage here. We cruise into the top of the 8th inning. What conversation, powwow between Chernowitz and the new arm, Matthew Shea. 71 degrees, slightly cloudy skies. The weather here out in central Connecticut. Righty deals to the plate. Fastball pumped into the zone on the outside corner. A great life on the heater. Norwich trying to claw their way back. Boy, was not the ingredient the Sea Unicorns needed in that postseason run last summer. Boy, down to their final 3 outs in game 2. Found a little bit of magic. Certainly different stakes today, just opening day. The start of a 60-game summer. On the ground is short. Moving over Angelo across the diamond. And Nolan retired to begin the Norwich 8th inning. 1 down. They'll bring up the first baseman, Matt Park. Park has struck out a couple of times. He's also grounded out to the mound. Rather quiet day so far for the Sea Unicorns offense. And the first delivery home jammed inside as Parkey launches it foul into the seats. Well, the start to the season all about understanding the makeup of your roster. Again, off the end of the bat, Park lifts it and dumps it into the bleachers, and the chase is on once again. Way ahead is the right-hander Shea, no balls and 2 strikes. Headed to Westminster High School before committing to Sacred Heart. Fastball is upstairs, ball 1. Sea Unicorns all time at New Britain Stadium, 12-19 overall. That is hit sharply on the ground to third. Tough play over there for Kuja. That's trouble with it, and he won't have a throw to the first base bag. And Norwich has a 1-out base runner, and Park is aboard for the first time here this afternoon. It's an error to Kuja. That allows Park to reach. That's going to trail away from the backstop. Chernowitz jogging into second is Park. Well, Norwich hasn't had to do a whole lot to score their run in this ball game. It came on a wild pitch, and now it's Park strolling into scoring position on the second wild pitch from New Britain pitching. The righty deals. And TJ Bayer is taking a called strike, even count, 1-1. Bayer has reached on an error. He's also walked. Ground out to first as well. And this is the heart of the lineup that you want to see start to stir the drink of the Norwich offense, which has been held at bay so far. And Bayer going to help Norwich cut back within a couple of runs. The pitch home. That is corked foul. Oh, again, jammed was Bayer. So important to manufacture runs. Just finding a way. Set up inside is Chernowitz. It's Park in scoring position at second. That's inside. It hit Bayer. Boy, the third time today Norwich has been hit by the pitch. And that'll apply some speed to the base pass in TJ Bayer. Henry Ayers will bat. He dumped a double down the line in left field his first time up. Park is aboard at second, Bayer at first. In the middle of the Norwich lineup starting to make some noise. Hunched over look for the right-hander Shea. He's set. Minimal leads for both base runners, and the fastball grooves into the inside corner, strike 1. The first pitch strikes so important. A man retired and 2 on. Young arm is Shea. Reiser headed to Sacred Heart in the pitch. Another fastball, and in attack mode right now, trying to challenge is Shea. Well, anything down into the corners that could clear the bases. Bayer has that type of speed. You don't care how the hits come or how you advance them. Norwich trying to just get a job done in the top of the 8th inning. And 5 outs to work with. Time is called. And a 1-1 count. Shortstop Amick Angelo right behind the base runner Park at second. Now we'll back off of him. And the throw gets away from the catcher Chernowitz. And easily advancing is both Park and Bayer. Second wild pitch of the inning from Shea. Boy, the young arm having some command issues here in this 8th inning. And the Norwich offense is knocking on the door, trying to cut into the Bees' lead. Now hitters count, 2 balls and 1 strike. Righty on lefty, the matchup with errors at the plate. He's 1 for 3 today. The pitch home, that's down low for ball 3. I don't want to help him out. And certainly a favorable count for Henry Ayers. Well, a lot to be excited about his bat. Coming out of Middlebury College. .480 hitter this spring. Awarded the NESCAC Player of the Year the 3-1 home. Taken. Boy, Ayers thought it missed. He discarded the bat. And he's going to have to go back and pick it up. A borderline pitch, and Shea got it. He has run the count full, 3-2. Park at third, Bayer at second. And in is the third baseman, Kuja. The full count delivery is through into left field. It's a base hit. It'll easily score Park. And the stop sign for Bayer at third. Norwich has cut the New Britain lead in half. It's 4-2. Boy, no chance for the third baseman, Kuja, who is playing in. And it was through the 5.5 hole. It's a 4-2 game. And a meeting at the mound. As Gaglia will come out, and so will the entire Bees infield defense. Well, this is what you wanted to do, just pass the baton. And here's certainly a dangerous hitter. Takes advantage of a hitter's count. And all of a sudden, Norwich right back in the ball game. They have them at first and third with one out. And it's Carter Grant at the plate. Kuja still playing in. And Rodriguez Rosa holding on. The base runner Ayers at first. In fact, it is a new first baseman in the game for the Bees. No longer Rafael Rodriguez Rosa. There goes the base runner. Ayers' throw to second is a good one. Able to beat the tag is Henry Ayers. Jake Gladu is the new first baseman in the game. And Norwich has a couple of runners in scoring position. Ayers with a swipe bag at second. And it's Bayer at third. The pitch home, high and away, 2-0. 4-2 Bees, top of the eighth inning. One man out, and the Norwich offense looking to deliver here in the late innings against Matthew Shea, who was added to the roster prior to this morning's game. Righty on lefty matchup, the 2-0 home. This is lifted in the air. It is going foul. And a battle back in the count is Shea. Grant so far today has walked, struck out, and has grounded out to second. Some command troubles from Shea in this eighth inning has opened the door. The pitch home, a bouncing ball. It is ruled foul. Fielded there by Gladu. He's the replacement of Rodriguez Rosa. Over at first base, new center fielder is Jackson Weem. The pinch hit for Brady Paul. Back in the home seventh inning, he remains in the game in center field. Some changes in the lineup for Mac Edmonds' side, trying to protect a two-run lead. The right-hander set. The pitch home is outside, down and away for ball three, and the count is full. A full count, and in danger of walking the bases loaded is Shea. Grant trying to drive home the potential tying run. It's at second in the form of Henry Ayers. Hunched over look. Shea is set, and the full count pitch home is skied in the air, popped up. Jammed inside is Grant. On the infield dirt at second base is Fagnan. It'll freeze the runners, and now 2 outs. Boy, that was a chance for Norwich. And a full count and a better pitch. An execution made by Shea. It's a huge out in this ball game. 2 down now in the Norwich eighth inning. And because it stayed on the infield dirt, runners unable to advance. Here's Fiataroni. He's looking at a fastball on the outside corner. Highway Campers. Home is where you park it. That's the motto for Highway Campers on Route 12 in Plainfield. Family owned since 1967. Camping season is here. Check out their inventory of new and used campers and park models at highwaycampers.com. Remember, home is where you park it. 0-2, well ahead. Is the right-hander Shea. Norwich trying to make good on a golden opportunity. The pitch home, reaching out, soft grounder, Fagnet. Over, he'll make the play at second, throws on to first, and Norwich strands a couple of men in scoring position. They scratch across a run. It's 4-2 Bees. We go to the bottom of the 8th next on the Futures League Baseball Network and listening live on YouTube on SNSN Sports.
Safe to visit the dentist. In a word, yes, especially if that dentist is Dr. Katzoff and the staff at Griswold Dental Associates. They follow all the latest safety protocols while doing what they do best, taking care of you. From preventive to restorative, your dental care couldn't be in better hands. To schedule your appointment, call Griswold Dental Associates today, 860-376-2626. That's 860-376-2626.
With Jewett City Savings Bank's free access checking account, you get everything you need to take control of your money, including mobile banking, mobile check deposit, and a contactless debit card with mobile wallet. Add a high-yield savings account for even more control. Stop by one of our offices in Eastern Connecticut or visit jcsbank.com to open your account today. Jewett City Savings Bank, member FDIC.
Norwich has made a call to the bullpen. Right-hander Sean Connolly, Futures League champion with the Corns in 2025. Back to make his season debut here in the summer of 26. Connolly was regularly used last summer for Norwich. 5.47 ERA, 1-2 record. As a riser before he made his way to Stonehill. Now a rising sophomore, 24 2/3 innings worked. 17 appearances, 20 strikeouts to the 10 walks. He really turned it around in his second half in the postseason. 1-0, 4.84 ERA in 3 games, 4 1/3 innings worked. Saw plenty of the Bees last summer as well. Worked 5 innings against them. And earned that win in the championship clinching game. His first delivery nails the outside corner, strike one. He's expected to be a big part of the Norwich bullpen. Returning arm, one of those core returners. Calandrelli sets up outside. Leadoff batter up in the inning, James Fagnet. The second baseman up for the 4th time today. New second baseman for Norwich is the Central Connecticut State Blue Devil, Brandon O'Neill. Righty ready. Calandrelli sets up outside on the left-handed hitting. Fagnet waves and misses. It's strike 2. Connolly out of Hebron, Connecticut, 6'2", 195 pounds, toes the rubber, right down the middle. Norwich straight around, all around here on the diamond. So we're into the bottom of the 8th inning, a 4-2 New Britain lead. Connolly attended the Salisbury School before making his way to Stonehill. The pitch. This is lifted in the air. TJ Bayer moving in straight away center field. He'll make the grab on it, and the leadoff man retired for the Bees here in the bottom of the 8th. Kaysen Robinson has swung a red-hot bat. 5 for his first 6 this summer. Righty on righty matchup here, and a huge out for Norwich to get. Unicorns have scored their runs today in the 7th and 8th inning, and they certainly had a chance for plenty more throughout this ball game, but have stranded runners in scoring position. They'll need to get it done in the 9th inning if they are going to find a way here on opening day. Connolly delivers home. It's fouled back from Kaysen Robinson. 2, 3, and 4 for the Bees in the top of the 9th inning. Robinson has doubled. He's also singled. Boy, an awkward swing. He was fooled on the changeup. Swung right through it for strike 2. Underway here this morning at 10:30 Eastern Time. Early start to the Norwich season. After having the day off yesterday, the pitch. A swing and a miss for strike 3. Good breaking ball from Sean Connolly. He went right back to it, doubled up. Kaysen Robinson, and he was retired for the first time here this afternoon. 2 up and 2 down for the designated hitter, George Slauson. Slauson is headed to UConn in the fall after having success at St. Anselm. Second summer for Slauson in the Futures League, both with the New Britain Bees. The pitch, he drills it out to the right center field gap. This is going to get down and roll out to the wall. Slauson digging for second. He will stroll in there safely. Boy, he got a pitch over the middle half of the plate, and he rocked it out to the right center field wall. And some 2-out thunder in the middle of the New Britain lineup. Inning will continue for the new first baseman in the ball game. That is Gladu, that is in. Jake Gladu, left-handed hitting corner infielder. Last summer for Slauson in the regular season was a .444 hitter. Plymouth, Massachusetts native, 5'11", 250 pounds. He's in scoring position at second. And the Bees looking for insurance with 2 outs in the bottom of the 8th. The pitch home. That's in the zone for strike 1. And the first pitch strike so crucial for Connolly. His first appearance of the summer for Norwich. Righty on lefty battle here. The 0-1 to Calandrelli. Set up outside, off the end of the bat, shot out to left field. It'll hang up, diving to make the catch out there is Jackson Powers, and that'll do it. Boy, a potential saving catch for Norwich. It holds Slauson off the board, and it'll keep it a 4-2 ball game. We go to the 9th. When we come back, the Sea Unicorns chasing a couple of runs when we come back on the Futures League Baseball Network and listening live on YouTube on SNSN Sports. Unicorn fans, want to watch the Sea Unicorns like a VIP? Book a Dodd Stadium luxury suite, perfect for business outings, birthdays, or a night out with friends. Enjoy indoor and outdoor seating, a flat screen TV, your own private server, and the option to pre-order from our catering menu, all while catching every pitch in comfort. Order your luxury suite today for just $500 for up to 20 guests, or go big with a double suite for $900 and bring 40. Don't miss out. Call now, 860-887-7962, and reserve your suite today.
If you own rental property around here, you know how fast tenant calls, repairs, and rent collection can pile up. That's where Capital Property Group comes in. They handle everything: tenant screening, rent collection, maintenance, repairs, and day-to-day property and association management. Whether it's a long-term rental or a short-term property, they make ownership simple and stress-free. You own the property. They handle the headaches. Learn more at mycapitalteam.com. Capital Property Group, simplifying property ownership.
We're really looking forward to the possibility of working together. Absolutely. We believe this could be a great partnership.
Headed to the top of the ninth inning, final chance for Norwich as we take a look at our out-of-town scoreboard here. On day 2 of the Futures League season, plenty of action going on, school day games here on this Thursday afternoon. Vermont Lake Monsters leading the Worcester Bravehearts at Fenton Field 7-5. And the Nashua Silver Knights with a 5-4 lead at Bullens Field. They're in the bottom of the 7th inning. New pitcher for the New Britain Bees, taking the mound here in the top of the 9th inning. Trying to protect a 2-run lead. Sean Milletti is now in to pitch for New Britain. Milletti, right-hander. Out of West Hartford, Connecticut, and Salve Regina, 6'1", 180 pounds. It's Paul Calandrelli due up to lead it off for Norwich here. In the top of the 9th inning, the final chance for the Sea Unicorns. Calandrelli today, 0 for 3, has flied out to right a couple of times. He's also popped out to the pitcher. He takes outside on the fastball. Boy, a narrow miss, says Henry DiGirolamo. And the count is 2-0. Hitters count. Boy, every base runner so important for the Sea Unicorns. Trying to battle back on opening day. Set up inside Chernowitz. The pitch downstairs for ball 3. They don't want to help out Milletti, who is still targeting his first strike. Trying to lock things down on a Thursday afternoon. The 3-0 fastball inside, walked him. 4 straight pitches, missed the zone, and Norwich will bring the tying run to the plate with a leadoff walk. Well, that's the part of the order. 8-9-1 for Norwich here in this 9th inning. Well, you want to attack and throw strikes, and it'll be a pinch runner for Norwich. It'll be Reese McCarthy who will pinch run for the Sea Unicorns. UMass Amherst product out of Danville, Pennsylvania. He's got great speed. He will run for Paul Calandrelli. Tying run is at the plate. Jackson Powers laid out to make a diving catch to end the bottom of the 8th. Milletti set the pitch home. Inside, gets away from the catcher Chernowitz. The 4th wild pitch, looking to dig for 3rd as the Danville, PA native. He will slide in there. He is safe. Boy, what a miscue for Sean Milletti and Chernowitz. The ball got away, rolled out by the Bees dugout, and going first to 3rd on the wild pitch is Reese McCarthy. And just like that, Norwich has a chance to scratch across the run to bring it within a run, and that will summon the manager, Matt Gedman. Boy, the bottom of the order. Leadoff walk and yet to discover the strike zone right now is Sean Maletti. His first 5 pitches have missed the zone. And that one allowed for a couple of extra bases for Reese McCarthy. Well, I have to continue to stay patient. So important. This Norwich group to do just that. Quick visit to the mound is concluded as Jackson Powers will step into the lefty box. A righty-lefty matchup. With a 2-run lead, the infield defense is still in standard alignment. They will trade the run for an out. They know they are 3 outs away from locking up a 2-0 start. And Norwich with 3 outs to work with. The pitch home. Maletti deals a fastball on the inside corner. Straight gas from the right-hander, Maletti. Maletti, a riser to Salve Regina out of West Hartford, Connecticut. Close by the central Connecticut area. That misses. Oh, boy, they call it a strike. Boy, looked up and away. Henry DiGirolamo gives it a go for strike 2. And Maletti, all of a sudden, after the visit to the mound, has been all over the zone. The 1-2 home. That just missed. Chernowitz unable to handle it. Boy, if he framed it, he might have helped Maletti find strike 3. Instead, the count is even 2-2. Norwich trying to turn over the lineup card without any outs in the inning. But it's up to Jackson Powers trying to power home the 3rd run of the ball game. The 2-2 home on the ground to second. This will score the run. Fagnant will take the out at first. Norwich has made it a 4-3 ball game with an out. RBI ground out. A productive out for Jackson Powers. And it'll turn over the lineup card for Caden Williamson. Norwich has scored their runs in the 7th, 8th, and 9th inning. Well, you go back to small ball. That wild pitch allowed McCarthy to gain 2 bases on it, and because of it, he scores on a ground out. Curveball swoops inside, and it's 2-0 on Williamson, who has singled today. He struck out twice, and he's also flied out to right field. The pitch, fastball outside. And the count moves to 3-1. Williamson has good speed. He is the leadoff man. It's C.J. Nolan who awaits on deck. Hitters count. The 3-1 home from the right-hander is in the zone, and the count is run full. Righty on righty matchup. Set up inside is Chernowitz, and ball 4 is upstairs. Williamson draws a 1-out walk, and the tying run is on for Norwich in the 9th inning. Well, you could just never count out Norwich. If there has been one thing a part of this dynastic run into the culture of the group, even as players change, is the commitment and belief throughout all 9 innings. This was at one point a 4-0 Bees lead. Strike 1 lands in the zone. Off-speed pitch. Maletti took something off of it. It's a sizable lead for Williamson with a right-hander on the mound. He's not going. The fastball ruled a ball. Even count, 1-1. I have to wonder if Williamson is going to go, it would be early in the count. This would be a time to go. 1-1. Gladue is holding on Williamson. He's not going. That is on the ground to third. The throw to second in time. Throw to first is wide of the bag. And forced to hold is the base runner, Caden. Excuse me, that was C.J. Nolan, the batter, as Williamson is forced out at second. That was aggressive on the first pitch. So the ball game will continue. Cujo is able to fire to Fagnant to take care of the lead runner. So Norwich down to the final out. And it is Matt Park who holds the final hope for Norwich here on opening day. C.J. Nolan is the base runner. He is going the pitch home. Foul to the screen by the Bees dugout. Boy, C.J. had a great jump. He would have cruised in there to second base. 0-1 on Matt Park, who reached on an error his last time up. His fifth plate appearance of the ball game. The pitch home on the ground over to the shortstop. Bobbled there by Amick Angelo. Throw to first, not in time, and that'll keep the game alive. A couple of errors committed by the Bees infield defense, and Norwich is still alive and fighting here in the ninth inning with 2 outs. Boy, some flashbacks from last summer in the championship round. Boy, the out was there to be had, but it was bobbled by Amick Angelo, and the game will continue. Runners are at first and second, and it's the cleanup hitter T.J. Bayer trying to tie the ball game. He takes inside for ball one. Borderline pitch, and it goes Bayer way. C.J. Nolan is the tying run, and the go-ahead run is Matt Park. This is lined in the air, out to center field. Weem is back there, he'll make the catch, and that is the ball game. The Bees hold on. It was a rocky ride to the finish line, but the Bees win it. Final score is 4-3 here at New Britain Stadium. Norwich challenge, and you have to like the effort. All the way till the end. Norwich fought till the final out, but the Bees find a way and they win it. Final score is 4-3. We will step aside when we come back. We'll wrap things up right here on the Sea Unicorns postgame show after this.
Safe to visit the dentist. In a word, yes, especially if that dentist is Dr. Katzoff and the staff at Griswold Dental Associates. They follow all the latest safety protocols while doing what they do best, taking care of you. From preventive to restorative, your dental care couldn't be in better hands. To schedule your appointment, call Griswold Dental Associates today, 860-376-2626. That's 860-376-2626.
With Jewett City Savings Bank's free access checking account, you get everything you need to take control of your money, including mobile banking, mobile check deposit, and a contactless debit card with mobile wallet. Add a high-yield savings account for even more control. Stop by one of our offices in Eastern Connecticut or visit jcsbank.com to open your account today. Jewett City Savings Bank, member FDIC.
Torrance post-game show, wrap it up here. The Bees win it. Final score 4-3 here on day one of the season for the Sea Unicorns, and the Bees improved to 2-0 on the young season. Here's how the scoring happened. It was a trio of runs for New Britain in the fifth inning. Jackson Prey will suffer the loss in this ball game. Inning began on an error committed by the Norwich shortstop that opened the door. Ben Cujo would follow with a single, and then Brady Chernowitz, an RBI base hit, would make it 1-0 Bees. An RBI ground out from Nico Amick-Angelo to second would add on to the New Britain lead. It was 2-0. And then Brady Paul, an RBI base hit into right field, would make it a 3-0 New Britain lead. Bees would add on in the sixth inning against Tyler Fahey, who surrendered a run in 2 innings of work. Began with an RBI, with a leadoff base hit from Kason Robinson. It was followed by a RBI sac fly from George Slauson would make it a 4-0 ball game. Norwich would score runs in the 7th, 8th, and 9th inning, would fall just short in the ball game here this afternoon. Caden Williamson would open the scoring for Norwich. He would score on a wild pitch, made it a 4-1 contest. Later in the ball game, a RBI single into left field from Henry Ayers would help Norwich bring it back to a 2-run ball game. And then a couple of errors in the 9th inning from the Bees would bring home the leadoff. It was an RBI ground out, after a leadoff walk to Paul Calandrelli. Reese McCarthy would come in. He would pinch run. A wild pitch would allow McCarthy to reach third base, and then an RBI ground out from Jackson Powers would make it a 4-3 game. Norwich continued to threaten. A walk to Williamson gave Norwich a base runner. A fielder's choice ground out would allow the game to continue as C.J. Nolan reached on a wild throw to the first base bag. An error by the shortstop allowed Matt Park to reach, and finally Bayer was retired on a fly out to center field. The save here today would go to Sean Maletti. In that the save here tonight to Sean Maletti. Works the 9th inning, surrenders 1 earned run, walked a couple of men. Total time of the ball game here today. This one wraps up here today. 2 hours and 32 minutes. The loss to Jackson Prey, and the win this afternoon goes to Nate Kempton. He's 1-0 on the summer. Norwich falls to 0-1 on the young season. They return to action tomorrow night at Bullens Field, looking to get even here on the young season. The Bees pick up their 2nd win of the summer. They are 2-0. Norwich will head home to Dodge Stadium for the first time this summer on Saturday night, opening day for Norwich at Dodge.